So I didn't start off with like the best hand, so I literally do the best opener, which is set imperm pass. Oh, surprise, surprise! It was another Sword Soul player. So I target the Moye with the imperm. They have cross out to counteract that though, so I'm not going to be able to prevent them from synchro summoning. Actually, the funny thing is that I had something very similar happen in this game that I did in the one that we just had. So then they synchro summon it into the Chi Chao. Yeah, I think that's a Chi Chao. They're going to be able to draw one off the Moye, and then they have the Chi Chao to add a spell, I guess. I guess that's the effect. Then that card just gets them a Taya. They then do the strategist Long Dong, who then goes into a Baron. Once again, I got whacked with 12,000 effect damage, and I just barely survived with 1,000 life points. I then draw Fossil Dig. They then max C me. I Gamma there, because I figured that they're going to have to negate it with Baron anyway, and I have the Dark Hole. Then I just went Dark Hole to get the monsters that I was worried about off the field. I had full combo, as long as they didn't have something... I don't remember if I knew the card that they had in hand or not. This was before I figured out that you could... But they had the Imperm for the Archosaur, and this was also before I could, I figured out that I could, like, determine the chain order. So they got the one token. I then proceed to go into Link Karibo, then secure Gardna, because I needed the extra dinosaur. I needed the non-dino engrave in case I used Pill. I attack the token with the Scuffed Play to then go into Oviraptor. Oviraptor then gets me Misk. Misk, I then activate in main phase 2 because I'm going to banish for 2. Special summon another baby. Then I'm going to go baby for baby. The classic. Baby then gets me an Oviraptor, and I just said, F it, we're going for it. I'm not going to be able to take any more damage next turn, so it doesn't matter if they have 5 cards or 50 cards. I need to go for a decent victory here. So I then go into, since I can't link into Scrap Raptor, I go into Baguska, because I figure that's going to get me way more negates than a Borreload Savage Dragon ever could. Main phase 2 comes along, they go with the Long Dong. Secure Gardna comes in clutch, because after this, they go into the Supreme Commander, yada yada yada. Secure Gardna prevents me from taking the 1200 effect damage. They do Pot of Desires. I think they're then going to go into a Xyz of their own. They go with the Zodiac. They then go into Trident. And I think they just were clicking buttons here because they try to activate Trident effect, which is going to be negated with Baguska. I then draw a Ciphering Gear Driver. I figured now's the time to try to use Oviraptor's effect. Go baby for baby. With Lost World triggering. Once again, they do something here where this card can banish a monster and then deal 1200, but again, Secure Gardna coming in freaking clutch. MVP of this match, preventing the effect damage that would have killed me. I special summon another Oviraptor trying to get a search off, but they go with a Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Classic. I then go into another Xyz, which I believe I go into Dolka, because I need that monster effect negation. I then tribute over my Baguska to go into a Cypher Gear Driver, forcing out, for some reason that forces out the Judgment. I then try to attack into the Trident. I negate that one, because I can't afford to lose the token protection. And then I try to attack into a token, destroying the Baby Ceratosaurus in my hand, going in for a Giant Rex so that way I can beat over the Supreme Commander, and then I pop one of the tokens. They're getting pretty desperate at this point. They're going really deep. They only had like 7 cards in their deck, so they banish 6, trying to dig for like 1 card that they think they can use. They go and get the Moye. Moye comes in. They don't activate the effect because they know that Dolk is just going to negate and destroy, so they attack over the Secure Gardener, which has saved my ass twice in this duel. And then I draw the daddy himself, Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, banish 2 to summon him, and they just did not have anything to deal with it, and they surrender. Ooh. That was a cool one. Once again, Sword Soul, for some reason, I'm able to make some miraculous comebacks against Sword Soul. Because everyone who was watching stream just saw, but I didn't draw the best hand. They then go pretty much full combo, summoning out the Vishuda to bring out the Monk. Which basically just, I guess, just gives them a free monster and a worm in the graveyard. They then go with the, I don't think that's Ecclesia, but that's one of the Crusadia monsters or whatever. Go into Moye so that way they can summon a Chi-Chao. They do have the Long Dong in hand, I'm pretty sure. If they don't, they're going to. So Moye lets them draw a card. Chi-Chao lets them get the Long Dong. There we go. They added the Long Dong. Activate Long Dong, pushing the Moye to special summon it and its token. They then go into a Baron, so now they have 2 negates on board, which the current hand that I have cannot play through. So Baron de Fleur comes out. The Long Dong does the 1200 damage. They then bring out the spell, bring out the Arch Nemesis Protoss. Honestly, wasn't that bad because Arch Nemesis Protoss comes out. They call Dark, so I can't special summon Dark, but for the most part, I don't have to worry about that. I'm going to normal summon anyway. So I think the plan of action was to use Dark Cold to bait out the Baron de Fleur negate. They then maxi me. I have the Call by the Grave this time, and I'm pretty sure that I'm dead if I don't do anything, so I'm just going to throw it out there. I either win this turn or I don't. Do the Call by against the maxi. Baron de Fleur negates the Dark Hole, but I no longer have to worry about that negate. I then go Lost World, Obi-Raptor. They probably could have won here if they used the Chi-Chao targeting the Obi-Raptor, but instead they let that go through, meaning that now they have a token that they have to target with the Chi-Chao. They can't do anything else with it. I then go Miscellaneous Ceratosaurus, which they have the Call by the Grave for. I was going to go into the frickin' Amador and Archosaur off of that, but instead I have to go into the battle phase, destroy Baby Ceratosaurus to then bring out the Archosaur that way. Had to give it my battle phase. They bought themselves a turn. Destroy the Scrap Raptor. Then I go Obi-Raptor, bring out the Baby Ceratosaurus because I'm going to use the Baby Ceratosaurus to set all of their cards. I'm then going to bring out the Giant Rex and bring out the Dolka, which is the key to my victory because I knew that they had 2 negates on the board that I needed to negate myself. So now I pass back to them. They then draw 1 card. They have to bounce back the Lost World with the Vishuda. They couldn't target anything else. I then activate the Tyranno effect as soon as they flip summoned everything. That forces out both negates, targeting Dolka specifically, but Dolka's not once per turn, so hey, get that chain off. So Dolka really came in clutch. I didn't think going into Rex at the time was the right play, but honestly, going for the Dolka was what made this duel what it was. I was then able to destroy Dolka. I have the double evolution pill in my hand. I then go into the draw phase, draw the Harpy's Feather Duster, fire that off right away because I'm going to be going for an OTK here. They have the Infinite Impermanence to negate that Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. I was thinking maybe they had something like Blackout or something that might have come into play at some point, but I have a Dino and non-Dino thanks to bowling up the Dolka, so I get another UCT on the board. Get to summon another token, as well as special summon the Giant Rex, which is going to be a little bit beefier because of the banished dinosaurs in the graveyard. Summon out the token, switch the negated UCT into attack. Giant Rex can't attack directly, so might as well attack over the monk with it. Then I'm just going to burn with the non-negated Tyranno, and then I'm just going to punch him right in the face. Whew.
That pink hair and that bun, slide up on, you know you want it. Feel that bra coming undone. Rubbing up, you think it's fun. Late rapping, you think you won. I'ma pull those pants off and throw them out until I'm done.